We're in Springfield, Massachusetts today. We're at Van Horn Park, which is based off of the Van Horn Brook going through it. And that was named after the farmer that was out here 200 years ago, Lyman Van Horn. And he also gave his land through money to a cemetery that's nearby, the Calvary Cemetery at Chicopee. It was an enormous farm. And in 1848, someone started taking the waters through a pipeline to downtown Springfield for drinking water. In 1864 and 1870, they built 2 reservoirs out here. So it was quite a system. But it's not drinking water since the 19 teens, right? But it's now athletic fields of all kinds: baseball, soccer, pickleball, football. It has 2 sides to it off of Army Street, lots of parking. Now, anything you want to know today?
And when was the park created?
When was the park started? It was started in 1922 because there used to be a school here for badly behaved students called the Springfield Truant School. They closed it down in 1916. 1922, they started up this beautiful park. So 102 years ago, it became a park for recreation instead of a drinking water source. So that's quite a history. So it still has its 2 reservoirs, 2 dams, and 1 brook going through it. And we'll try to walk around and see how much is left of everything. Okay, we're gonna walk off to the athletic fields, but around here you have the administration buildings and a outdoor exercise location. Army Street is out here, basketball courts around, soccer fields. This is October 2024. This is the 102nd anniversary of it being a recreation area. But in terms of it being drinking water source, it's been 176 years. No longer is a drinking water source. In terms of it being reservoirs, it's now past 150 years for both the reservoirs. So it's quite old. It's in the northern part of Springfield, very close to the Chicopee border, very close to Bay State Hospital. And what we're going to do is go out to the road area and we're going to see what's around for us. But it's quite gorgeous, to say the least. Okay, and since it's the month of October, a lot of the trees are turning colors for us. And they're quite bright looking today. And the entrance gates are off of Army Street and both in and out, and they'll tell you what direction is what, where field is where, so forth. And you can see the gates are quite beautiful. They're made out of masonry stone. Looks like a lot of field stone. And they're nicely made, of course. It has the name Van Horn Park there. And it has an outdoor memorial area here. In memory of John L. Sullivan, the King of Kids. Play it clean, kids. 1889 to 1949. On the eastern side of the road is the reservoir that was built later in 1870 with its own dam. The other side of the road is another dam, a little smaller. Okay, we're going now into Forest Grove here. Okay, and they have an outdoor pavilion and a gazebo shape for you. And they have, again, the masonry rock structure for its gates. Okay, and most time it's closed, but there's pedestrian gates on both sides. You can walk into those. And then here we're walking into the paved area, which leads us to the first reservoir. And it's a big reservoir area. This is the larger of the two reservoirs, so it's quite extensive. Remember, they had to hold enough water for Springfield's drinking water source. Okay, and it's quite extensive, and you can just walk down here. There is the paved path that goes around it. Alright, and here we go, up to the water. Okay, and there's a bridge that allows the Van Horn Brook to go under there, under Armory Street, into the other reservoir on the other side, which also has its own dam. And these are earthen dams that block this up. So, you got a nice view. There looks to be a peninsula in the middle there. And you can hear the geese. And it's quite beautiful around this area. Beautiful foliage. Okay, and what I'll do with this reservoir, I'll give you a 360 from this spot. Okay, now let's go out back to that road and see what else it has to offer. Okay, and so it's a tarred road again, and a lot of beautiful types of trees again, evergreen, deciduous. So you can see a maple tree here, changing color on you. And you can see oaks. So if you're a hiker, you can walk into this beautiful park on a hiking trail on the beautiful Reservoir's land and enjoy yourself. And it's so well maintained that the stone wall doesn't have any deflection to it. They must maintain it every few years to keep the earthen push from keeping the wall out of kilter for you. Okay, and you can walk deep into here. This is a very long path, at least 2.5 miles of pathways within this reservoir. And of course the colors are incredible for you, especially in October. So that's probably the best time of year to come for a visit. And you can dive down a lot of these side trails and get another view and a different perspective of the reservoir that's been made. Okay, so from this point here, I'll let you go. And we still have another reservoir to go in this area, don't we? Thank you.